You know what the problem is with being a decorated warrior from the Vrakoth Dominion? Nobody tells you when you are about to make the stupidest decision of your entire life. My name is Krell, and I have 17 combat certifications for planetary conquest medals and exactly 0 functioning brain cells. Apparently, the IT started 3 cycles ago at the Intergalactic Combat Exhibition on Station Helix 9. I was there representing my species, doing what we do best, looking intimidating and winning fights. The Vrakoth are not exactly known for our humility. We stand 8 feet tall, we have exoskeletons that can deflect plasma rounds, and our reflexes are enhanced through genetic modifications that have been perfected over 6,000 years. When this human walked into the ring, I actually laughed. Out loud, like an idiot. She was tiny. Maybe 5.5 feet tall if you counted the boots. Her name was Quinn Martinez, and she had this irritating smirk on her face like she knew something I did not. Her hair was pulled back in a practical braid, and she wore standard combat gear that looked 2 sizes too big for her frame. "That is your champion?" I asked the human delegation, my mandibles clicking with amusement. "Did you forget to feed her? Or is this some kind of joke I am not understanding?" The human ambassador, an older male named Director Patel, just smiled. That should have been my first warning sign. When humans smile like that, something terrible is about to happen. "Quinn volunteered," he said simply. "She heard you have been challenging species to combat demonstrations all week. Thought it might be educational." Educational. Right. The crowd was massive. Thousands of beings from hundreds of worlds, all gathered to watch various species show off their combat prowess. The Vrakoth had won every single match so far. I had personally defeated a Kronar Berserker, a Silithian Blade Master, and something that was basically a sentient pile of angry rocks. This human girl was going to be easy. Standard rules, the referee announced, a floating drone with translation capabilities. Combat continues until submission, unconsciousness, or death. Medical teams are standing by. Lethal force is permitted but not encouraged. "Combatants, are you ready?" I crack my neck. All 4 joints. "Ready." Quinn rolled her shoulders and bounced on the balls of her feet. "Oh, I am so ready." The bell rang. I charged. "Here is something you should know about Vrakoth combat doctrine. We believe in overwhelming force applied immediately. Do not give your opponent time to think. Do not give them space to breathe. Just hit them with everything you have got, and end the fight in the first 10 seconds. IT has worked for 6,000 years. Quinn sidestepped. Not jumped, not dodged, not rolled. She just moved. Slightly. Like she had all the time in the world. My fist, which could punch through reinforced steel, hit nothing but air. My momentum carried me past her, and I felt something hit the back of my knee. Not hard. Just a tap. I stumbled. Actually stumbled. Me. A Vrakoth champion. The crowd made a noise. Kind of a collective gasp mixed with laughter. I spun around, furious now. This insect had made me look foolish. "Lucky shot." I snarled. "Sure," she said, still smirking. "Lucky." I attacked again. Faster this time. A combination strike that has felled opponents twice my size. Left claw, right fist, spinning tail sweep, overhead smash. She ducked, weaved, jumped, and somehow ended up behind me again. Another tap. This time on my spine, right where the neural cluster sits. "You are fast," she said conversationally, like we were discussing the weather. "But you telegraph everything. Your shoulders drop before you punch. Your weight shifts before you kick. It is like reading a children's book." A children's book. This human, this tiny, fragile, ridiculous human, had just compared my combat technique to a children's book. I roared. Actual roared. The sound reverberated through the arena. Several smaller species in the front row flinched. Quinn did not even blink. Yeah, she said. "Very scary. You done warming up?" What happened next is a bit unclear. I remember attacking. I remember her moving. I remember pain in places I did not know could hurt. I remember the crowd cheering. I remember her voice, calm and steady, saying something about human endurance, evolution, and persistence hunting, and how her species used to chase prey for days until it collapsed from exhaustion. That I remember thinking that was a terrible evolutionary strategy. I remember hitting the ground hard, and then I remember nothing at all. Waking up is not supposed to be this complicated. First there was light. Too much light. Then there was sound. Too much sound. Then there was pain. Way too much pain. I tried to sit up and discovered that my body had apparently decided to quit working. Every muscle screamed. My exoskeleton felt like someone had used it as a percussion instrument. My mandibles ached. My tail hurt. I did not even know tails could hurt. Easy there, big guy, a voice said. A familiar, irritating voice. You took quite a nap. I forced my eyes to focus. Quinn Martinez was sitting in a chair next to the medical bay bed I was occupying, eating something from a small package. She looked completely fine. Not a scratch on her. Her hair was still in that practical braid. She was not even breathing hard. What? My voice came out as a croak. What happened? She raised an eyebrow. You seriously do not remember? I remember. Fighting. I remember you moving. I remember. The memories were fragmented, like trying to catch smoke with my claws. Did I win? Quinn laughed. Actually laughed. It was not a mean laugh, exactly, but it was definitely amused. Oh, buddy. No. No. You very much did not win. I tried to process this information. It did not process. That is impossible. I am a Vrakoth champion. I have 17 combat certifications. I have never lost a sanctioned match. 18 combat certifications, she corrected, pulling out a small datapad. You earned one more after the Kronar fight yesterday, and you still have not lost a sanctioned match. You lost an exhibition bout. Different thing. To you. I said it like an accusation. Because it was. To me, she agreed cheerfully. You were out for about 4 hours. The medic said you were fine, by the way. Just exhausted. Apparently, Vrakoth nervous systems do not handle sustained combat stress as well as you thought. Sustained combat? How long did we fight? 18 minutes, 32 seconds. She checked her datapad. New station record for an exhibition match. The previous record was 9 minutes. Most of your matches lasted under 60 seconds, so I figured you were built for sprint fighting, not marathons. Humans are the opposite. We are terrible at sprints, but we can keep going forever. Evolution, you know? We used to hunt by literally just following prey until it died of exhaustion. Not fast, not strong, just really, really stubborn. I stared at her. Pieces were falling into place. Terrible, humiliating pieces. You let me tire myself out. I encouraged you to tire yourself out, she corrected. Every time you missed, you wasted energy. Every time you got frustrated, your technique got sloppier. Every time I tapped you, you got angrier and attacked harder, which made you waste more energy. It is basic tactics. Work smarter, not harder. The worst part was that she was right. I had done exactly what she wanted. I had played directly into her strategy like a hatchling in his first training session. The crowd loved it, she continued. You put on a great show. Very dramatic. The roaring was a nice touch. Really sold the whole warrior thing. This is not funny, I growled. It is a little funny, she said. Then her expression softened. Look, you are a good fighter. Technically excellent. Probably the best pure striker I have ever faced. But you have been winning with raw power for so long that you forgot combat is not just about hitting hard. It is about adaptation, strategy, endurance, understanding your opponent. I understood you. I protested. You were small, weak, slow. I am small, she agreed. Not weak. Definitely not slow. And you did not understand me at all. You saw a human and thought prey. But humans are not prey. We are predators. We are just really weird predators. Director Patel appeared in the doorway, still wearing that knowing smile. Ah, Krell. You are awake. How are you feeling? Humiliated, I admitted. Good, he said, not unkindly. Humility is an important lesson. We did not bring Quinn here to embarrass you. We brought her here to make a point. What point? I demanded. That humans can fight? We already knew that. No, Patel said. The point is that strength comes in many forms. The galaxy is full of species who think bigger and stronger means better. But humanity has survived everything our little planet threw at us not because we were the strongest or the fastest. We survived because we were adaptable, clever, persistent, and yes, a little bit crazy. Quinn stood up, offering me her hand. I stared at it for a moment, then took it. Her grip was surprisingly strong. She pulled me to a sitting position. No hard feelings, she asked that I thought about it. My pride was wounded. My record was technically blemished. My entire species would probably hear about this eventually. But I was also alive, relatively unharmed, and I had learned something valuable. No hard feelings, I said finally. But I want a rematch. She grinned. Now you are thinking like a human. How about next cycle? Give you time to work on that stamina issue. Deal. As they left, I heard Quinn say to Patel, He is going to train specifically to counter my style, you know. Next time will be much harder. Good, Patel replied. That is the entire point. I laid back on the medical bed, staring at the ceiling. Somewhere in the station, announcements were being made. Results were being posted. My defeat was becoming official, and you know what? I was already planning my training regimen. Because Quinn Martinez had taught me something important today. It was not about who won or lost. It was about learning, growing, becoming better. The humans have a saying apparently. What does not kill you makes you stronger. I had just survived a human, which meant I was about to become very, very strong indeed. So what did you think? Did this story surprise you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this sci-fi story, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. And don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing science fiction stories every week. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.